This is Gene Key, Skyserve, Texas News. From the Texas News Brief, Louisville police say a man accused of fatally stabbing and beating a 16-month-old son before a neighbor at his apartment complex attempted to stop the attack by shooting the father in the leg. Witnesses reported that a man was beating a child about 12:40 p.m. in a courtyard at an apartment complex. A neighbor heard screaming, grabbed a gun, and fired 3 shots, striking the father once in the leg and effectively ending the assault on the child. The Tarrant County Medical Examiner identified the child Monday as 1-year-old Ashton Ness. During the attack, the father was yelling, "Jesus is coming." The toddler had severe injuries, including stab wounds, and taken to a local hospital where he was pronounced dead. A woman opened fire early Monday at the Southeast Texas food distribution plant where she worked, killing a manager and wounding another employee before she died from a gunshot wound. 20 workers were in the Ben E. Keith Company warehouse in Missouri City, southwest of Houston, when Christine Perales walked in and started firing just before 2:30 a.m. An officer exchanged fire with Perales, but it's unclear whether it was the officer's bullet or Perales' own that struck and killed her. The officer was uninjured. The overnight manager died at the scene, with another employee transported to the hospital with a bullet wound to his leg. Police said they are investigating potential motives. Perales' husband also worked at the warehouse. Dallas police say a dispute over money ended with a man being shot in northwest Dallas early Monday. Officers were called around 4:30 a.m. after receiving reports of a shooting. A witness and the victim told police they had been arguing with 2 people over money and then parted ways. Later, the pair went to the victim's house where everyone agreed to resolve the problem with a fight. During the fight, one of the 2 assailants pulled out a handgun and shot the victim. The pair then ran off and remained at large. From the UT discrimination file, the University of Texas has agreed to pay $600,000 to settle a race and gender discrimination lawsuit filed by Bev Kearney after she was forced out as women's track coach in 2013. Kearney, who is black, had argued that her punishment was unfairly harsher than that imposed on Major Applewhite, a white former assistant football coach who was ordered to undergo counseling after he had a brief consensual relationship with a student trainer. He was later promoted and is now the head coach at the University of Houston. Fall of 2012, she was put on leave, then forced out in January 2013 after UT learned of an inappropriate long-term relationship she had with one of her athletes a decade earlier. This is Gene Key reminding you to visit us on YouTube, Facebook, or Tumblr at Skyserve News Service.